Pedal people, you probably have seen my Monument Tremolo video, because you're a die-hard fan of this channel, you can't get enough of it, and you just have to watch every single video even though you don't even want tremolos. Which means you're sitting there watching the same video again, just with a smaller version of the pedal, and you're still here, which means that tells us a lot about you and me. And we just like to hang out with each other, don't we? And Leslie just loves to switch those videos, right, babe?
No.
She said no. Okay, so we're here. My buddies from Walrus Audio have another pedal. They made these pedals in like about this big. And you needed a whole pedal board for them. And they decided, hey, it's 2019, we can make things smaller. So they did the same thing in smaller. Makes sense to me. There it is. The Monument, but now in le smaller, as they say, in Wisconsin. It's the same brilliant harmonic / standard, but harmonic's a cool thing, harmonic tremolo as the Monument. Now it's just the Monument. It's very compact. It has tap and bypass. Very, very bright LEDs. And you can tap the tremolo speed. Thank you. Bypass, tempo. We have depth, which is how much does the volume go up and down? How much is the signal affected? Rate, which is the same as tap, but you can manually dial in the rate. Volume, which is because by dipping down the volume, you might want to get the whole volume up a little bit to get more volume. And then we have tap divisions, which, yeah, why not? Wouldn't be super important for me on a tremolo, but maybe it is. And there we have quarter. What is that? What do we have here? I can't even. Quarter note triplets, 8th and 16th. Quarter note triplets is an interesting choice, and a choice you would possibly only have on a tremolo, meaning per each half note you have wung, 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 3 wungs. And then the big ass switch, not because it's big, but because it's an important ass switch between standard and harmonic. And if you ask me, never go to standard, always have it on harmonic, because harmonic adds a uni-vibey swooshy wooshiness to your tremolo sound. And that's really it. Oh, no, the most important thing. Shape, sine, square, something I can't see, ramp up. Very interesting and only positive tremolo, so it never dips down your volume and only dips it up, which is interesting. So it's kind of siney, but not really. It's mountainy. And then sample and hold, SH. Or also random. Sample and hold kind of takes noise, picks a random volume in time, and keeps that for the rate amount. Then picks another volume, which might be higher or lower or whatever, and keeps that for the rate of amount. So you get if you know what I mean. Sample and hold, pretty cool from the synthesizer world. We're going right now into the Tone King Sky King, which has its own tremolo, but fuck that, we're using this one. And we're using a similarly colored Macmull T Classic, because it's amazing. And if Quentin James right now bitches about the headstock, Quentin, say hi to Sylvester. That's Quentin's bird. Here we have a little bit of reverb from the Sky King, because who doesn't like reverb? Yes, this guitar is good. So, sine, standard, 2, 3, 4. Actually, we're gonna go here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pretty much what you expect. Volume goes up and down. More depth. It didn't get faster when I went to 16th. It's kind of weird. Nothing. Did I hit the rate by accident? Ah, must have hit the rate by accident. Yep. So. I like a lot. That would be a sound I would never use usually, but I really like it and now I want to use it. So, let's go to Harmonic and see what Harmonic does. That is to die for. So let's keep the depth in there so we can really hear it. And go to square. It does not completely cut out the signal even at full depth. So it is not 100% depth because the guitar remains in there. Let's go to a slower rate. It should be on, off, which it's not. So you can't do a stutter with it. It stays a superimposed volume on top of the active guitar, if that makes sense. If you want a stutter sound, like at the beginning of that song from that band with the guy with the hair, Boulevard of Broken Dreams, you cannot do that. Unless you go to standard. Okay, so you can. Forget what I said, you just have to be in standard. We're gonna go to ramp up, which is a little bit more gak, gak, gak. It's a little bit more like the Fender optical tremolo, as far as I know. Moving on to only positive. It's a very subtle tremolo. Nice ensemble and hold. As they say. And there we go. That's all of them. We can go into a different amp. That would be the Marshall Studio Classics Mini something. Nice attempt by Leslie to show it, but it doesn't show in that camera. It's that thing. Mini plexi, that's what I call it. Let's go into the Achilles Argos. It's a basement type amp. Beautiful. I think the Morgan AC20 is cranked a bit. Yeah. you hear that harmonic even more. Monument, just as good as it used to be, but now smaller, which benefits everyone. I think the wave shapes are very cool, some original ones. You can get the stutter stuff, you can get the stuff. It's just a flexible box. Tap tempo, tap divisions. What's not to like? I mean, the harmonic is just something any tremolo should have because that's a swooshy, wooshy, vintagey, creamy, mojo kind of sound, especially with drive, as you heard it. That's where it's at. I literally can't find anything wrong with it except for the fact that, just like many tremolos, it is tough to sync. If you really have the depth where it is now with a very stuttery shape, you're not going to get that synced to your sequence or your drummer or anything. Tremolos have to be used subtly in depth, or when you have those square or ramp or sample and hold sounds. If they're really rhythmical, there's no way to sync this because your drummer is not going to listen to your tremolo and log into it, and trying to sync it with the sequence with a tap tempo alone is not going to happen. So recording with it is also difficult. So subtle sounds, yes. Super stuttery sounds simply are not. They're cool to play by yourself, but you're not going to get them in sync with your band. But that's not the problem of the Monument. That's the problem with any tremolo that doesn't have MIDI clock. Also, it has external tap, as all of you can read. If you have that somewhere and you want to tap it with your ES8 or something like this. So, yeah, but it's a great box. There's nothing else to say on it. Well done, Walrus. I mean, we've already done this whole review already. You just made it smaller and made me do it again. And you're going to pay me for it again, which I'm very happy about. But in the end, it's just as good as it used to be. It's just smaller. Thanks, Leslie, for switching. Links below. And animales al final.